G'day guys, John from Ruralco Water here with your weekly Southern Basin market update for the 11th of February. Well, as always, we start with storages, and Southern Basin storages at the moment are at 49% compared to 65% this same time last year. And just for a quick run around the grounds, Blowering is at 21% compared to 42, Dartmouth is at 70 compared to 87, Hume is at 27 compared to 39, Eildon is at 48 compared to 76, and Menindee is at 43, and this is compared to 48% this time last year. Well, the temporary market has seen a lot of impact from the continued dry conditions across the Southern Basin, and particularly in those below choke zones, both in New South Wales, Victoria and SA. And that's seen a steady increase in buyer demand over the last week, with temporary allocation pricing being $450 a meg yesterday afternoon and this morning, and we're seeing trades happen at that price point. The Bidgee is likely to follow this trajectory on pricing as water can move from the Bidgee down into the Murray where there is an increase in demand. So we're likely to see that market meet those below choke prices. Above the choke, prices have been broadly steady at that $340 to $350 a megalitre, and we're seeing a strong increase in demand as irrigators start to look towards carryover for next season's water. And the Goulburn is trading at around a steady $385, and demand is expected to increase there depending on winter cropping schedules and how that price of water impacts on growers' willingness to plant bigger winter crops. Across other products, with this concern around water availability into next season, we are seeing an increase in queries around carryover space, forwards and leasing, just as growers try to secure next year's water supply or some of it, so that they're not subject to potentially low allocations if we don't see any rain. At the moment as well, Ruralco Water has partnered with MIL and to run an MIL customer exclusive multi-year forward allocation opportunity that is currently live at the moment on the Ruralco website for auctions for 2 years of MIL forwards, and there's been strong demand for them. As we're seeing again, lots of irrigators, lots of MIL customers lock in water to secure their needs into next year. Lastly, in the permanent market, we've seen a strong increase in demand, especially across Victorian high reliability products. We've seen recent trades of Vic Zone 7 high reliability get to over $7,800 a meg. Goulburn high reliability has got to over $4,300 a meg in a couple of auctions in this last week. And in SA Class 3, we're seeing that trade at that $7,900 to $8,000